fundamental thing, we can actually try and do some more decoration thing. And one little coordination trick for you as well. Let's get for the combo. We'll basically have 4 elements. We'll start with the tricky one. So get ready. We'll go with you into some form of delay spot turn with a count 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Then we'll go back 2, 3, 4, just like you go, just as a feeler, and 2 and 3 and 4. And this is where we get to the combination we talked last time with you when it was doing step, replace forward, step, replace forward, back, close, forward, back, close, forward. But we'll just give him a little different approach today. So one more time. First, spot turn with a wind up and 3-step turn out. So let's just do the step. Step across, turn, stay over your right, wind up, you're turning quarter of a circle. And then unwind to the left, 3-step turn. One more time. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. One more time. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yeah, one more time. So here, from the very beginning, try to optimize your preparation. Because if you will be just a little bit late on placement on 2, you will be late with starting your turn. So here you need to be fully aware that time is of essence. Time is very limited for you to get step, turn, step, wind up. So be sure that right before count 2, you're very much committed with your way to travel across. And when I will count 2, you simply like putting a coin into the jar. Ping, It's just a little more forward to have space for a normal turn. Yeah? Ready? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Starting on 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're just stepping, yes, to your right. And here we'll try to approach it a little different with the coordination of our hip. My main concern is our mechanics, fundamentals, feeling the commitment of your weight to the standing leg. And I was very specific about asking you to do your pendulum and then turn over your foot and go back. But for sure, you've seen other options, and this is not the only one. As soon as you know that the only real thing is to get to this leg eventually before the next step, you can actually go through a different way of decorating, and it definitely can be exaggerated in a feminine way. So when you will be doing this step, I would like you to think of focusing a little more on rising the hip behind you and like looking at it, go through your rotation with this articulated elevation before you will get down and then step back. So it's commonly applied in your fan position when you go into 2 and 3, and it can be like, let's say, old school to your hip, lay a weight commitment, but it can be done with the feminine decoration of your left hip, elevation, and keeping it high while you're turning, and only then get to your right hip. So this is something we'll try to do for our version. So when after preparation, we get our side step, we'll try to keep thinking about right butt and how we actively compressing the space between the ribs, So then you're on the wrong leg. So after you did your, no, yes, yes. So after sliding door, left, right, left. Left is in front, and we think about our right butt, how we come pressing up, oblique area, ribs, and pushing our butt all the way up. What is the trick? That your front leg is still actively resisting, and when you're doing this, you want to feel a certain lightness in your left heel. So it's not deadly pressing down, but it's kind of helping and participating in center elevation. Yes. And with a proper time distribution, you can have enough time for this and then presenting your hip with it settling after the turn. Yeah? So basically committing to your pendulum before the turn or after the turn. And this is what we'll be practicing after your sliding door. 2 and 3 and hip up and turning with the hip up and then settling into the left, back and stepping forward. This is your fan. This is exactly your fan step. So when you get into your last step, let's focus on this contraction and how it's only increasing as we're going forward. So it's a little bit strange. It's a little bit artificial thing, but as many others in dancing when we exaggerate a certain thing. So when we get there, elevate your butt, turn with it, and then highlight lowering with your weight over the right foot before you go back. 3, 4. And for the next one, we'll do the sense of variety. So if this one was really up, here we'll really commit ourselves to the pendulum before the turn. And then as we'll be turning, we'll go back, close, forward, and really commit yourself to the pendulum and how you can formulate the challenge for yourself to keep as much rotation and go as much into the front of your shoe. So yes, I do change a little bit, but still not giving up my rotation. As much twisted, as further forward, and then you will be turning inward. So let's just do this 2 pieces at the end, while with high hip and while with earlier pendulum. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and hip on the top left, 2 and 3 and pendulum all the way back, close, forward, pendulum all the way back, close, forward. Yeah, let's do it one more time. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and pendulum and forward weight and back, close, forward and pendulum all the way through and then turn. So either first turn and then pendulum or first pendulum and then turn. Yes? And we'll do it a few more times, and I want you to start feeling the try to notice the different message. In our movement, we can choose what kind of attitude to portray. The one can be very, not edgy, but very curvy and very feminine and seductive. And one can be a little more grounded, direct, mature, demanding, and a certain type of action will contribute to one or another attitude or one another message you send. So with this one, it's definitely like a feminine and curvy and flirty. With going forward over your foot and committing your weight, it's like claiming this is my land, I'm walking there like I own it, and it's just different message. None of them is above another. It's just how you can make it your own and have a clarity that you producing a certain message. Okay, let's try. So one, curvy, feminine, flirty, seducing. Other one, direct, demanding, confident, grounded. Ready. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So this can be an interesting conversation. Just a little detour, because I do like some reflection on it. As a man, I'm trying flirty, curvy version. I'm thinking, okay, if I'm doing something with this, what kind of message it can be? It can be one of a little humor. So I'm just a little kind of playing with you. I can be this flexible. It don't have to be like I'm pretending to be a woman or I'm pretending to do a girly thing. But with this little flirtation, I still can go and tap into but the idea of just being a little humorous about it. Yeah, because humorous about the typical manly approach, big and dominant and like flat, that I can be like all the man I am, but I can still do a little wiggle with the hip, which don't take much, but only like maybe show as humor as little like vulnerability.
I think the word is coerce. Coerce, I don't know this word, but like you have like cheese on the screen and you like this the mouse is coming. It's like a little like different than like enticing. Coerce is like encouraging this like flirty. So they because you're like teasing her and encouraging her to be more flirty. So, I don't know, it's just the word.
Okay, I'll look at it and then
coerce is an interesting definition. So.
And on the other side, even we do have a gender roles, we still in some way creating abstract form of art. And as much as I can do some vulnerable things, which typically not expecting from men, but I can still impress or have some projection of softness or like a tenderness of my heart or my feeling. Yeah, not always have to be this. But then on the other side, when like the second version, when we try to be direct, and I don't feel that you ladies will look that anything will be wrong if you will, with the balls. Yes. That you totally can be a spotlight of confidence, like a projector of arrogance is not necessarily the right way, but I think confidence. So just getting there over my foot and staying heavy on it, I believe it can be a projector of confidence, and being solid, I don't think takes anything away from like a definition of a woman or a lady or girl. You can be a girl, but you can be solid in your appearance with all the other blows and whistles. Yeah? Okay, just a little conversation. So we can do a little deep action, exploring our soft side. Yes, our tender side. Yeah. Exactly. Ready? Doing this a few times, just alternating. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and pendulum 10 and my bad 3 and 4 and pendulum, pendulum, pendulum 2 and 3 and 2. Good. Okay, one more time. Let me look at you. So first one, we go back, close, forward, and the second one, when we do deeper, we go back, close, forward. I said the same thing. Yeah, first we go back, replace, forward. Back, replace, forward, and the other one you go back, close, forward. So, yeah. Okay. Let me see the difference between soft, curvy, flirty, and demanding, confident, solid. Ready? 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 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 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, okay, so obviously the first one looks much better. Let me just look here and I'll get back to you. Join my counts and try to focus on the second one. How being a little deeper in your front hip also might be, I know, in some way seductive. So just think of a very simple thing. You have a skirt with a sleeve, and you can put turn it so the sleeve is here, and you do a little action to kind of open some skin to be seen, or you turn the skirt and now the sleeve is here, so you go up, and the further you go, the more provocative and the more of the skin you can show in the opening of the skirt on the front. So it's either here or here. Ready? And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Oh, 4 is saving. So 4 is saving. 2 and 3 and 4, and already with a very high butt. Yeah. Ready? Up. And I guess your butt work distracts this actually performance. Yeah. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and solid floor pendulum 2 and 3 and da 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 da. Yes, I like it. It looks good. A comment, just I feel all would be common, but you can please listen to it. Either plan a speed of your hip action to go through the full range of motion. Even if we do this delay, we still need to be in our hip before the back step. Because if you are stuck here and you're making a back step, will look very bad. So be sure that you either delaying, and then you have a moment of little acceleration, or you just choosing a speed to go slow for the whole cycle. La, 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 la. So it will be just a little less delay behind you, but be sure that you will never go back like this, like you're injured. That you will always get onto your standing leg before getting to the back step. Ready, one more time. Choose either less delay or little sharp impulse on the hand. Ready, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and ta-da-da, up 2 and ta-da-da, up 2 and 3 and 4. Yes. Okay, I'll just give it one more comment to all of you. Try to notice as well such an aspect of highlighting spine travel through your foot on the second option, This can be part of your presentation, part of showing off. I know the range of my foot. I know the range of motion within it. And this is something what can make your second option also look very like a high skill performance. Not something simplified, but something of extended exploration of the balance from beginning of your heel to the middle to the edge of your toe. Shift of my spine over the foot. This can be something highlighted compared to the first one when I'm stepping and I'm obviously front leg stopping my leg. If I will not stop myself, I cannot really highlight my hip. So hip highlighted because the front leg works like a barrier, like a dent, something not letting me go. So now I stuck in the middle of my feet and I go very, very gradually. You see, I never actually get there. See the white thing behind me, the pillar? So when I'm getting here and I'm doing my turn and I go into my hip, I move very little. If I show the same step here, you would see the amount of movement in my spine. So on the first one, stop your spine, do your hip, and keep the head pretty much in the same place. Then go 3. On the second one, see how you can exaggerate rocking through your foot. Yeah? Ready? When you're doing this, what's your tools to sustain? So Marco was just trying to get further, and he felt a little, oh, why? How the hell I continue from here? So when I go further, I'm finding the way to compensate it. You see, this part is opposing. I cannot keep the same contraction. It's changing. Ready. So 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Too much. You went too far. So this leg not stopping you. Early enough, then you can't really highlight it behind you because you already extended the space. So you can do it. If the space is there, then you like exhaust. Yeah, something needs to get out. But if you open enough space, then nothing needs to leave. Everything has to stay. One more time, please. And 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. Sorry, let me look at you as well, because like Marco just did I'm not joking. On the previous step, prepare your body weight enough. So this felt like very abrupt stop. So because if you like stuck behind and then you're walking into a front step, you will not highlight this thing. Prepare your weight a little earlier and then present the idea of stopping and then dance it inside. Yes, all together, please. 2 and 3 and stop. Internal work and 2 and 3 and stop. 2 and 2 and 3 and pendulum all the way through and 2 and 3 and 4. Pendulum all the way through and 2 and 3 and 4. Yes. Better. Let's keep trying. I see the improvement. I also see some hesitance. Ready. Faster placement. Whoop. More support from the front leg to elevation. So you can see that I cannot do it without some sense of support from the front leg. So I'm pushing, this leg resisting, and it's exhausting to the side of my hip. Ready? And 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and da da Yes. Good, guys. Very nice. Okay, my dear online audience, your turn to treat me with your messages. Flirty, seductive, and then confident, solid. Ready. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 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 2. Okay, can I just see the second option? I'm totally convinced with the first one. So it's good. It's good that on the this area is fine, where you seduce it. Let's just see how we can be a little more direct. Like if we need to convince Diana McDonald, you don't want to flirt with her. You want to look her right in the eyes and say like, okay, this was better than me, but I have very few conversations with her, but it seems like she's the one who have this barrier of, I'm the coolest, you never get like through me. But then you can like, or like whatever, I'm doing my poker face and just do my stuff right into your face. So this is your second option. Ready? 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Very good. Very good. Let's get to the beginning where we need to get ourselves a little more fine organized to get through this. So where will be the biggest challenge? Listen first. Now on count 3, you will be early enough to place your right side of the body open to the screen. 2 and 3. So you see, I'm even trying to show it to you behind me so that your wind up would not be, so if I'm not twisted and I'm doing wind up in one piece, it will be pretty impossible to fit it into that musicality we want to have. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Do the space so you can go to okay, ready. Let's just do it a few times. On count 3, you looking to the left wall in your room, but you opening your right bra all the way to the screen. You're looking to the left, but you opening the right bra to the screen because then, so so then the wind up would be inside. Yes. Yes, Susan, exactly. Yes. Ready. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Yes, a few more times. Not bad at all. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1. And look, at the moment, we did a good wind up and you accelerated the hip. It is okay to have your arms going a little further. Why? Because you initially use your frame to set up a quick reference. And this reference, if done well, allows you to do a little wind up without sacrificing the ease of exit. So on this base, if I'm going a little further, look the trick. I can turn to the right and same time push from my leg to go back. And this is how I can make it tricky. So let's slowly winding up to the right. You just stay there and you do what I'm saying. So 3, and feel that you start pressing a little more to your left foot. Now press to the left foot, press to the left foot, turn over it. Yeah, like don't replace it. This would be the trick. When you go here, it looks like I'm all the way this way, but actually my weight is very well connected to the left leg, and the first quick quick slow, I'm already there. So I'm kind of make a cheating. I am cheating a little bit. Instead of doing quick, I'm just directing myself to this leg, not obviously, but counterintuitive. Yeah. Very nice. So this is how you combine wind up with the flow pressure for the expressive opening. Yeah, great. Just a second, I need some water. Too many sentences. You did, yes. Okay, ready. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. One more time. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yes. Ready? One more time. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yes, so this said if you can push yourself to a place where you're turning your maximum speed. You can be careful with the classes, but try to be very test your limits. But you're turning your cable very careful. But the competition could be something which will astonish you. Yeah? Ready? And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1. That's nice, that's nice. I would like you to let's just try how there is one more aspect. Finishing the circle and seating into the leg. 1. So if you put attention to my knees, 1, even there is a certain edges. Look, Suzanne, almost there. You just need to find a way to get out without rebounds. So I'm sitting and I'm continuing with the swing and go into the foot. Yes. So G did a nice kind of delay. Just be sure that you're then connecting your body, that you didn't look like this. That suddenly upper part was lost. Yeah? Okay, ready? Let's just do it once. So we're doing the movement and we're seating into it. Finish. Suzanne, too much on one leg. You go on one leg. This is part of the overload 2 legs. This one have a distinct pressure supporting 40% of your weight. And as we're doing our thing, want to feel how the maximum rotation matches with the maximum seat. Yeah. Please just try to feel the a little more. And on the bottom hand, and when you go there, feel that you're moving, not like holding a box. And immediately you can want your mind thing, we go with angel, so because it's a zip and the hardware things like this. Yes, so she's not going to have The thing we put in this kind of a garment, which so this one. Yeah. Ready? And two. One makes sense. So here, and when you see it, but how you can feel that you go down and transition to a leg without going up first. Of course. Different, yeah? Almost. We press well, but you press it in a straight leg. So let's see, so you can see yourself in the mirror. Are you deliberately? Yes. Here. Yeah. Still seeing and then going. Let's say you're pressing into your left leg with the right shoulder blade. Right shoulder front. But with the lower chest, you press into the right leg. Okay. Good. Merlin, I just noticed that you become a little irresponsible for your arms. Feel that they need to follow the torso in some elegant way. Yes. Okay. Let's do from the squat turn. Ready? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Good. Try to develop a further space on 3 and on 3 before pivoting your foot. Yeah. Yes, no, should I show it to you? Yes, I should show just to be certain. Look, if I will start away from the screen. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and jump. It looks that most of the time on 2 and 3, it is some kind of reversion, but not big enough for you to benefit from it. Ready? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1. I will just refresh a little bit your awareness. So with how we can count it. 2 and 3 and. It means quick. What's quick? Half beat for the foot placement, half beat for the turn, half beat for the foot placement, half beat for the twist. So I will count for you 4 and 1 and quick. So that you know when you do this development on 3, it's only half beat. You should call it quick and be pretty urgent with this. Yeah? 4 and 1 and quick, slow. Yes. Yeah, Gina, I understand you just don't want to slash your pots and your books. Yeah. I know why you compound. So just, yes, compound, but still collect and show me more contrast between going in and then go up. Ready. 4 and 1 and quick, da. Yes. So now, I think it's called slalom when the guys on the ski need to go like in between the flags. So you can draw a straight line from flag to flag, but their movement is curvy. It's continuous. They'll just go da-da, stop, da-da. So I give you the idea of a speed. What's your mark? What's your way marks? Quick. But can you organize a flow to go down quick, that it's not becoming edgy and mechanical, it is still continuous. Just remember that your way marks are when you need to be on a certain position. Ready? 4 and 1 and quick, 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 slow. This was better. This was better. So you can already set your mind on this metronome when you go through 4 and 1 and. 4 and 1 and. Let me just step away from the screen. So for example, I'm staying here, I go 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Hip pendulum passing opening. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Ready? And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, just one more time. I'll check here and I'll probably have a phone mistake for most of you. Ready? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so my guys here did just a little bit better. What he was missing? Yes, it's like team. Yes.
We're creating an alliance now.
Yes. So look, urgency of pushing from your left ankle to commit your weight over the right foot. You was a little bit late with pushing from left to right. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So this is very beginning of 3. So there is no way to spend any extra time with the heel up. Heel goes right underneath you, and this is where you establish a good force from the floor to your butt, and you're ready to use it. Yes, Bonnie, this was good. Ready, together. Hey. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 up. 4 and 1. Wonderful. Yes. Good. Let's try to connect it. We have just one sliding door in the middle, and then we get to the second part of practice. So 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and feminine hip. 2 and 3 and feminine hip. 2 and confident solid pendulum. 2 and 3. Da, 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 da. 2 and 3 and da, 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 da. 4 and there. 32 times. Okay, ready. Let's just do one more time. The sliding door in the middle. What can be a thing there? It's just a hint of a similar thing. Longer connection to the leg you was moving away from. So when we say feminine, so we stopped from going and we did this. So for the sliding door, when you're going back, can you spend a little extra time with your left hip presented? I'm walking, but longer here. Whoa, should we do to get up? Usually we can just hit it neutral and go closing, but we can tease audience with a little longer activation of this. And you can see it might be a more juicy version because you have more to offer on the replace. Yes? Good. From beginning, 2 and 3 and 4 up. I'll just give you full count. Okay, no confusion. We started with 4 and 1. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Forward, 2 and 3 and chiquita, chiquita, parara, yes, mark it. Just don't skip this moment. When you go back and you place the ball on the foot, it's like I call that. My experience only from movies. In senior house, when everybody gives us like a game, they have a card with numbers, and the MC like thinking that bingo, yes, yes. So think that like you need to feel like a bingo when the MC putting it on the jar like and number 32. So if you get your action inside the head, like what number I will find there. Okay, like, this is just like changing the jar. Yes. Okay. Okay, what's there on the bottom? Okay. Yes. Okay. Bottom reversal. Yes. Got it. Okay. Ready. Melissa was late on placing a key on count 3, so it was not really thick in your movement. Beginning 2, 1, 5. Yes. Why is mine? Huh? Sorry. It was okay, what do you think I said? No, ready. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 4 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4. Very nice. 2 and 3 and feminine and Merlin, why are you rushing? Why are you suddenly ahead of my count? And like in a real group class, one more time, because of Merlin. And yes, ready. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and forward and back, close forward and back, close forward. Yes. Okay, few things. Bonnie, on the feminine version, don't start shaping before you place the forward step. So you think about this and you start producing it too early, and with the shape you entering the step become a little bit of a mess. So think after your sliding door, 2 and 3 and 4, you first finding a resistance, front leg resist, and then you go into it. Yeah. It's not really fair to say that the last combination you need to feel yourself a little square, but it might be a feeling after you did all the articulated hip elevation. When you go into the pendulum, try to think a little more of like putting your butt cheeks together, twist them, and put them into the oven for baking, like a log into a locomotive burner. So here you want to feel a little more limited in a space, but it should result in a more impressive space change. Yeah. Okay. And Suzanne, when you do this change, it's saying what I was telling to Marco. Think that with this leg you go 2 and 3. This leg, I need to see how, if your body will be a puppet, how through your right leg, so then I can get all the way inside the puppet doll and feel it and then turn it. So it's not just I'm like moving the skirt of the puppet, the whole thing. Here and whoa, that's better. And look, or you might think a glove, like a tight leather glove. And when you're putting it, you might feel that it's stuck a little bit, or like a silicone glove for like a kitchen, something. You're pushing your fingers through the glove. So can you feel that your body is this glove and the leg is pushing your fingers against this glove, so into it? Yes, if you will be removing the glove, you'll never put it. So the glove needs to sit tight and you put your arm into it. Don't just lift yourself, press into yourself. Yes, and now I see this inside your body rather than this. This is not as fun. Whoa. Yes. So the moment leg become like start pressing into your core is doing this and this, but not just bam, not like this. I'm changing my legs underneath, but you see, you don't believe me because I'm not really moving, and not like this either. So when I'm pressing, it's I'm stuffing thing inside. Yes, 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 Jin, very good. All together. I really like how you start recognizing the importance of preparation at the beginning. So you want to be on the go when this ta 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 will invite you to start going. Ready? And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 pendulum and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, okay. It might be your least favorite, but nevertheless, I'll like to see a better quality. When you do the last version, sustain the compression. So right when you're pivoting, you go into the back step. You don't want to turn slowly and then make a decision to go. You already going this way. And then when you're pivoting, you're basically allowing the fall. Oh, yes. Bonnie was good. Just allow the leg behind you to bend a little bit. So then it will be more efficient searching for the place. It was just a little stiff to find, yes, to find a better placement. Yes, Jean, good. Marilyn, so when I'm looking at you, you just feel that the proportion is not right, the time value. So between your placement, 4 and 1 up, like mixing the cocktail. 3 parts of vodka, 1 part of orange juice. This better guess, not 3 parts of juice and 1 part of vodka. No, need too many cocktails to get where we want to be. So placing the foot, 1 part, and then go second part, develop your weight, and third part, develop, we talk about the last version with the lead. So I count till 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah. So 3 parts to place and shift and go and pendulum, and then 1 part 4. Ta ta ta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 ta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So last part is your last half beat for the change of direction. Yeah, okay, one more time from beginning. And sorry. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, very nice, very nice. Okay, Bonnie, I'll just clarify this one little piece. So when you get to this feminine version, be sure that your, let's say this, that the right side compressing before you go into the turn. And then when you're placing, you can kind of start lifting your arm to highlight it, but you don't go into the step with already elevated arm. So you have on the sliding door. 2 and 3. We first acting down in the right shoulder blade and it's compressed. And then when you're placing, we can go with a little decoration for the arm lift and the hip lift. And then 2 and 2 and 3 and 4. So here is about lowering your left side, acting on it, and then go into the hip. Okay, we here from the studio will do a little presentation for you. Just get yourself so you can be seen, guys. Yeah, yeah, good, good. Almost yes. You ready? Melissa, just come a little closer here behind the mark. Just stay behind him a little bit. Yeah, and more to the center. More to the center. More to the center. Yes, good, good. Okay, this looks right. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and la 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 2 and 3 and da 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 and 2 and spine shift whoop 2 and 3 and forward spine 2 and 3 and 4. Very nice. Thank you, guys. Well done. So we didn't do anything extraordinary today, but check one of the versions, how you can do your hip, and also make a little tricky wind up, unwind, which you always can add to your routine in some form of 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and so you get in communication with the partner. 2 and 3 with the spiral. You can go forward, wind up, and release the third here. Yes. So look, next time you with the partner ask, I want this version. Back replace, spiral, and then this is the place where you will do your straights and you will step with the wind up, and then you will change your hand left, and certainly increase the turn into hip rolls or any other elements. Okay, let's take a little break, and we'll continue with samba. See you in a few.